Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines. We are playing with the Industries DLC, and in the last episode I kind of started to fill out this area, and I went a little bit further and filled out the adjacent area. So now this is areas kind of, I think, kind of finished in terms of road layout. And beyond this, we could probably go in here or towards that side, which is really the goal. I would kind of like to leave this a little bit the way it is. We can obviously fill in a few more things, but I'd kind of like to leave that the way it is. And I'm also pretty tempted to give a little bit of an extra access over here somewhere. Let's start filling out these things. Obviously, we need a little bit of power to come in this way. And what we'll do is we'll just run it alongside here. So let's pause the game just for a second. And alongside where though? Actually, we have power running up here. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some of the underground power pieces and just see about how we can move that around a little. Okay, so doing that gives us a fair bit of power to start from over here. So that means this will have power now, I believe. Let's do. Yep, there we go, power in there. Okay, now let's see. So we need a fair bit of residential. So we're going to start out with some residential nearby the station over here. Not that the others don't need it, but we're going to start out with that. I kind of like the idea of having people live in close proximity to where they can grab public transport. Okay, so let's see if we do. Can I just switch off snapping just for a second so we can kind of do that? Perfect. I'm gonna do a similar thing right over there. I kind of like these corner arrangements that we do over there. Perfect. Similar thing right over here, I believe. Like so. That one has got its connection straight through there. This one has a connection over there, and we could actually run a connection up here. And then in there, even do a little something like that. Okay, so now there's some connections going on there. Lots of people parking over there. Is that good? Let's do one more over here. Yeah, that's gonna be good. And shall we do this side? I think it's best we do it, even though I don't necessarily want people to be walking that way, but they could if they wanted to. They can. If we do a little something like that, means you can actually connect onto that side, and we'll do a similar thing over there, though you can walk over there. We're gonna do a similar thing over there. At least we get our walking connections working. I'm gonna do the same thing right there. I'm pretty keen for us to run walking connections straight through all of these areas. You can't necessarily link up with all of them. If we do a little something like that, get our walking connections nice and good. Makes sense to get people to be able to walk to wherever they want to go. Nice. So that'll kind of do it. That'll do it. Oh, one more. Let's do this intersection over here as well. I think that's okay. They can just walk on the edge over there. Shall we do this one? I think we'd rather do a pedestrian bridge or something at some point over there. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty decent connection. One more that we could do is this. There's a pretty good one there, so you can actually walk in there, you can walk through there, and maybe this one. There we go. Nice. That's pretty good, I think. That is pretty good. Yeah, you can walk across there. We could do a little bit of a bridge or something. That's fine. I think that's fine. Now let's start filling that in. I'm gonna go with some high density. And hang on. First things first. Again, let's get rid of the zoning on here so that we can maximize the other side. I'm gonna get rid of this zoning. The question is, if I do, will that thing lose its connection? I'm a little wondering about that, so I'm gonna not zone. Well, we're not gonna zone on this. Okay, definitely not. Maybe into there. Yeah, that's probably good. This one we could do, though I wasn't really planning on it, and I'm wondering, this thing actually, let's put the zoning back on. And I'm gonna in here do my kind of police and fire and all those kind of things. The question is probably not on that stretch and probably not on this stretch over here, just leading up to these facilities. No zoning on that, thank you. Hopefully that reconnects itself. Yeah, no zoning through there. Perfect. There we go. Now let's keep filling in this. I'll do a little bit of this to the back there. Okay, now which kind of facilities do we need over here? How's our well, we're definitely going to need some death care, so let's plop that in over there. Bit of death care right there. Good stuff. Now let's get a bit of a hospital going, potentially a bigger one. Potentially we now have probably enough going on so that we could make do with a nice big hospital kind of right over there. Can get the slope to work. Something like that. Yeah, that actually covers a lot. So let's do a nice big hospital over there. Oh, quite interesting with the slope. I don't mind it too much. I think that works quite well. Nice hospital right there. Okay, and how much is that doing? Only 750 patients as compared to... Should have a little hospital somewhere over here, medical clinic. 100 patients, so that's 8 ambulances. How many ambulances is over here? 30. Yeah, so that's pretty substantial hospital right over there, so this area will be well served. Now let's do a bit of a fire station. I'm almost tempted to again do a nice sizable fire station, maybe directly on there and see. Alternatively, yeah, no, I think directly on here is going to be pretty good for us. Something like that. Perfect. A nice big fire station over there. So that should have that area. It should cover things quite well. Yeah, I like that. Now, what else do we need? A police station. Do we have a nice one? Don't want a prison just yet. That's just fairly standard police stations. Shall we just do the big one? Prison, all these kind of things. Let's just do a big police station somewhere. I'm tempted to do it a little bit over here somewhere. How's our police station? So we've got some police coverage over there, but it's fairly small. I like this road for it, to be honest. I like this road. So let's do that. Let's pop the police station over there. So now things are pretty well located in here. The other pieces that we need is some schools and things like that. So I'm almost tempted to have a few schools over here, so let's grab it. The elementary school, no, not there. Oh, that's a pretty good spot right there. Let's do that. So elementary school right there. Is that a big one, or no, it's not that big, so probably gonna need more than one. And what else do we have? Want a bit of a Phoenix High School does the other way. I like fitting it onto these main roads at least. Yeah, because we'll have bus stops and things like that over there as well. Okay, so that's the high school. Located in that area right over there. Yeah, that works pretty well for us. We've got some garbage. We probably need another. So if I go and we say, let's grab one more of these. I like using these because they don't do the get too crazy with yeah, they just don't get too crazy with regards to the the pollution. Yeah, maybe we'll just squeeze one in there as well. There we go. So now that's pretty good. Is there any other services that I'm kind of missing? I don't think for now. Okay, now let's just make sure we fill in some zoning a little bit more. Okay, so dense stuff. I'll do a little bit of, yeah, let's just keep filling in that. Get rid of that piece and that piece. The rest looks pretty good. Can fill in that. We can do a little bit of this over here. Maybe something like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. A little bit of that. We'll leave a little open over there. Let's keep filling in over here. Almost definitely gonna stop the zoning on this, I think, so that I can get a maximum one on the other side. There we go. Now let's do that and that. I'm not going to do that, so that's a good starting point right there, and we'll run that one through there. We'll run this one like so and like so. Yeah, that should be good. Why are we seeing that? Let's unzone that one. We'll just take off the zoning here. Perfect. Now let's do that. Nice. Again, I can at least put a little store in there. That'll fill that area quite nicely, I think. Nice. So that's pretty good. And I think what I'll do is I'll also fill this area up here. So if we say do that, I'm almost tempted to take out that zoning on this road. Well, then you don't get that side zoned. But let's see, if we do that, if we take out this zoning, what do we get? We're gonna just fill up a little bit better on those things there. I don't think it's I think it's probably, well, we can take out that one. Not gonna zone on there. Okay, so now, oh, actually, that's actually did the shape pretty well. Oh no, not quite. Did a bit of this. Well, let's do that. Let's use these big areas in there. Pretty good. And what we'll do is we'll just kind of fill in one or two kind of shop pieces in here. Actually, and we'll do the same thing over here. We'll just get this narrow shop line to run there. Hopefully, that's not going to work. So let's do that. We can kind of do something. Oh, that same thing's happening over here. Let's do that. There we go. That gives us a little bit of everything there, and it's going to need a little bit of shopping going on, but it's just the low density stuff. Okay, let's switch this on and see how we fill these things out. Let's speed things up. Obviously we're going to have some big issues over here with a lot of people moving in. Something wrong with my... No, it is still working. What's happened? Oh, we've got a level 3 zoo over here. Are you gonna reconnect this at some point? Yeah, there you go, reconnecting. Nice. So at some point we'll start running buses here as well. This is gonna be very busy now, so I'm expecting large queues to occur right over here for now. Nice, nice, nice. It's filling in nicely. Yeah, large queue as expected. Let's add a few bits and pieces on the zoo. Okay, go to the zoo. So now we've got some new stuff. We've got the antelope enclosure. Let's get the insect and amphibian reptile house. So let's say we'll place there. And we've got the flamingo enclosure, which is going to wanna run like that. That works. Nice. Nice. That works quite well there. We could do a little extra path through there. Now, what else do we have over here? We've got the elephant enclosure, and that's a little bit more sizable. Oh man, that was almost gonna fit in there. Oh. That was almost gonna fit. Okay, hang on. What we'll do is we will make it work over here. So we just use that like so, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna tweak that little pathway once we're done. Okay, now elephant enclosure is there. Ooh, I don't have any water pieces. Okay, well that's gonna do for now. Let's get our walkways back. Okay, what I'm keen on doing is let's get rid of this piece. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run, actually, let's get the snapping to go. Okay, let's get rid of this one as well. And straighten it out a little bit. Okay, so let's get rid of that, and let's can I just switch off the snapping for a minute? Something like that. Well, snapping's still on. Let's try the same thing over here. Okay, and now let's finish that off. Oh, that looks pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so now I've got an elephant enclosure there as well. I'm liking the zoo. Yeah, there's going to be big traffic over here until we get everybody moved in. I'm kind of tempted to put this on a service road that could actually provide numerous access points. So we could provide an access there, an access in here, and an access into there. I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it because that'll help solve a lot of that as well. So let's get rid of that, and then I am going to grab this. Actually, let's start it off with how am I gonna get it nice and close? I think that is about as close as I'm gonna get it. So let's tie that back just a tad. Now, no, I want it closer. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, now let's upgrade that to. Okay, so something like this. Actually, just continue that one on a little bit more, like that, and then we're gonna kind of tie it in like so. Okay, so what I'm keen on doing is actually linking that one in there, and then this one over here, and then that one somehow over here. So if we say, let's go to the smaller road pieces, this one, and what we're saying is we're going to do that. Okay, now if I grab, move it, and we really pull it, okay, so something like that is feeding us in there. Okay, then over here I still want to do the same thing that we had. And the question is, do we do the anyway? Do we do the other side as well? So let's go with this this one. Okay, let's just. So if I'm saying I needed to, actually, we'll probably have to realign it a little bit, like that. It's not the one that I've been using. Interesting. So which one did I use? Did I use this one? Yeah, that's the one I used. Okay, now let's see. So now I'm tempted for us. Let's use the small ones again. So if we do something like that, ooh, and we definitely want to get rid of some of these things. So if we do that, and yeah, that's pretty interesting. I just need to change this, and then the last one I want to do is we just do a straight line. Yeah, so that's not actually going to work for us. Okay. So if I do a little bit like this, okay, so let's just see about tidying that up a little for us. So there we go. So now you've got access off a number of places off the service road. And the one thing that I am wondering about is if we tie in this other one. Okay, so now with that in mind, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change this to the 2-lane, but we will slow down the operation a fair bit. Okay, let's do that and that. Yeah, so the question is, do we just tie it in there, or what do we do? Anyway, let's leave it like that and see if that makes any kind of difference. Okay, like that. This one, we'll see what that does. Let's quickly have a look at what our speed limits look like over here. This is definitely going to an 80 at least. And then this will do 40, 40, 40, 40, and 40 over there. Okay, so there we go. So now we've got a slightly different look and feel over here. So now people can actually get into this area as well. What I'm going to do here, I'm just going to make sure that our all other movements are kind of waiting for that movement. Nice, so there's a little bit more in line of access over here. People are now making use of this to get in here. So we'll see. Anyway, not using the end of that. Unless we do a little more over here somewhere. Maybe we might not see a lot of use out of that facility there. Anyway, I like what we're doing there. Okay, good stuff. This is going to look pretty bad for a while until we get this to work a bit better. We could obviously upgrade this a little bit, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that until such time as we need to do that. Okay, I'm also tempted to add a little bit more industrial use over here. So let's say we do a little something like that. Yeah, a little bit more general industrial right there. Pretty good, pretty good. I'm not going to worry about this until such time as all the move-ins are done. I'm liking how this is terracing up there. It's almost starting to look like a bit of a skyline happening over here now. City is filling in nicely. Filling in nicely. Our zoo is nice and busy. Let's have a look. What are we doing over here? Our entertainment value is better than we need. We are just waiting for more visitors, so that's pretty good. We're pretty well connected in terms of that, so shouldn't be a problem. We keep seeing people coming in. They've got public transport access and all these kind of things. Nice parking facilities. Well, I've also, I think in between episodes I actually put in this parking area. So this is being used quite well. So just used some of the open space that we had available that I wasn't going to zone to get some parking access in the area. So we got some parking around since I've banned parking on most of the roads here, and that's pretty good too. There's a fair bit of traffic coming in here to, I'm guessing, going towards the moving in bit again. Look, I'm not too worried about the long queues that we're having at the moment. There's some parking on here that I just need to get rid of. Thank you, thank you. Nice. Just want to make sure we're not having a lot of parking everywhere. We've got parking on this road, huh? Don't like it. I don't like it. We can put it back later, I think, if we do need it. Well, if we do feel it adds to the look and feel. For now, I just want all of this to get in. Oof, that's quite a queue. Everybody's trying to get in here. That is taking a little bit of traffic. There's some traffic going over there. I like it. I think our traffic pieces are starting to work quite well now. Seeing a bit of rain getting in there. I forgot that there's so if we get rid of some of this, we could do a bit of a pool in here and place those other pieces in there. I'm also quite tempted. I've started a little section over here. As this expands, I want to do some kind of road that runs up here again. So that's another tie-in over there. I've also started it as tram, so that we can have a tram that runs through this area and connects to other side somewhere. Starting to love it. Good. Moving in is going well. Upgrades are happening. Let's quickly see how many people are going to school here. Almost full. No, still doing its thing over there. I don't necessarily want this to be, I mean, this is very close to like industrial areas and things like that, so I don't necessarily want that to kind of shoot up into big and busy or big and high quality housing sections and things like that. So there's a flying car. Now let us see if we're saying, let's do a little bit more like that. Let's just trim that back a little. Actually, those ones as well. Let's do a bit more over here. Do a bit more like that. Nice. A little bit more there. We could do some commercial in that spot. Oh, no water right over here, so we need to extend our water a little. There we go. A few redundancy ties. Good stuff. All of these guys, ooh, look at that, nice and busy. So with all of our tram lines actually running through here, it means that the frequency on this section is pretty good, and you can pretty much use any of the trams that come by here to get to where you want to go, even though they're part of numerous routes. It works pretty well, and I would like to get the bus pieces up and running as well. But I think we will get to that in the next episode as we get our traffic to just work a little better. Oof, it's pretty busy. Oof, we had a fire. Interesting. We probably need those aircraft, those fire helicopter things. Guys are not making use of multiple lanes over here, and I don't know why. Anyway, it's still part of the move-in craze that's going on since we've just got all of these big areas up and running now. These guys are complaining that their land value isn't great. Understandable. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to put an end in this episode, and I will see you next time. Tell me what you think of the new layout, the new area over here. Does it make sense? Does it work quite well? I kind of like it. I like its shape. It's fairly efficient and also not messing up our big roads, which is upgradable to wider roads in the future should we decide that we need a better connection. Let's have a quick look over here. How busy are these things? Extremely busy. Extremely. But you can, again, use almost anything to get there. Okay, well guys, that's where I'm going to end it. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.